Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about what I did to condition my shin for fighting and what you have to understand. And so I'm gonna discuss some of the best methods to condition your shin, some myths that people think is true, but it's actually not, and the best method to condition your shin. All right. So, why is it important that we as fighters need to condition our shin before getting into the ring, before having any fights? And the simple answer is that so that you don't break your shin, so that your leg doesn't break in the fight. You need to mentally prepare yourself for this. You also need to, you know, put in the training to make your bones stronger. It's important that you do because there are rare instances and cases where people just get, their legs broken and micro fractures in the ring that it hurts so much that they just can't stand up properly. You can't, that the pain is too much that you just can't continue fighting. And that can already result into a knockout, So the best way to really condition your shin is there are many ways. There are so many ways out there. And for me, though, the best method that worked for me is kicking a very heavy bag, a very strong, durable, and tough bag. That the bag needs to be very heavy to the point that when you kick it, it doesn't just swing around so hard. It needs to be very hard. Like the bag needs to be filled with either sand or something just so hard that whenever you kick it, you feel pain. You know, you feel pain when you kick it too hard. That's what I meant. But the point is, you're supposed to feel that pain because to tell you guys, if I had to compare the feeling of kicking bone to bone in my first fight um, to the heavy bag that I did while I was preparing every single day and weeks before the fight, I was doing a lot of heavy bag kicking drills, hitting my shin with it, hitting um, my foot with it so that the bones wrapping around my foot, my shin also gets stronger. I was doing it on both legs, guys. I was doing it on both so that both of my legs had developed stronger bones. You know, I would kick until it would hurt. I did it almost every single day. I at least did it every single week. It's important that you do that you kick the heavy bags with 100% intent in your mind. You need to imagine yourself just breaking your opponent's leg every single time you kick. And that's really the best way. You need to go 100% when you're kicking the heavy bag. You need to feel that pain. And when you start feeling that pain, don't go to the point where you really just can't stand up anymore. Just when you start feeling that pain around your shin and on one side or maybe even both, that's when you should stop and just take a rest and do it again tomorrow or 2 days later, So if I had to compare that to kicking bone to bone in the actual fight, it doesn't feel the same. It feels so much lighter. It doesn't hurt at all, and the reason is because I've conditioned my shin for it. But at the same time, on top of that conditioning, I was also maxed out with my adrenaline. You feel adrenaline when you're in the fight, so that also helps with feeling little to no pain when you're kicking bone to bone. So it's good that it's good that you condition your shin by kicking the heavy bag so that when you feel that pain, you're not surprised. Your body's not surprised. And I honestly didn't feel any pain when I was when I was having any bone-to-bone contact because of all of that conditioning, and that's really what really helped a lot. And honestly, like, I feel like kicking the heavy bag hurted more than it did in the actual fight. So like, if you can go through that pain through heavy bag training, like at least 4 to 5 days a week, you should be fine. You shouldn't even worry about getting your shin hurt, like any bone pain feeling during the fight or after. You should do just fine, unless there's too much bone-to-bone contact. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you really want to condition your shins for any Muay Thai or kickboxing fight, you really just got to kick the heavy bag. Would what I suggest like Would I suggest kicking a banana tree to condition your chin? Honestly, like, if you really want to, go ahead, but that's something that you should only do like once a month or 2 times a month max, because I feel like kicking the banana tree is too much, honestly. But if you really want to like have iron shins, yeah, go ahead and do it. Honestly, like, I feel like you would break a lot of your bones to a million pieces, but as long as you don't break the entire bone and it only breaks the outside, you should be able to heal it, and the bone will actually get denser and stronger. So yeah, even with the heavy bag, if you kick the heavy bag and you feel that pain, that's already an indicator telling you, that's already a sign for you to know that you're already creating micro fractures. It's already, you don't see it, but if you feel that, just know that your bone is already fractured, like a little bit, and you should feel it like around here. Like, you should feel it around here, also here on your foot, but kick to the point where it reaches here. Target kicking here as well, and over here. You should feel that pain there, and do it at least like 4 days a week, as much as you can, honestly. As long as you can keep kicking the bag and feel that pain, it should condition your shin. Your shins will heal every day as you finish training. As long as you have recovery days, you should do just fine. If it feels too painful to kick the heavy bag and you can't kick it because of the pain, go ahead and take 2 to 3 days rest. That should already be enough rest for your shins until you start kicking the heavy bag again. But yeah, the only method that I would promote to you guys to do if you want to condition your shin is the heavy bag. And another myth that people get into is that a lot of people think that you need to roll your shins with some kind of glass bottle or tap it like that. I think that it's not necessary, but it could work. Honestly, it could work, but the most effective way to like mimic a real fight feeling of kicking a shin is kicking the heavy bag that is very, very stiff. That's the best way to mimic how it feels. And honestly, like, when I kicked my opponent's legs with my shins, with my legs, it didn't feel as heavy as the heavy bag. It felt very light. I didn't feel any pain at all during the fight. And I know I wasn't kicking a lot, like bone to bone. Like, it wasn't like, I wouldn't say I kicked this guy like 20 times or anything, but still, like, my point is that like, I already did enough conditioning. And if you want to keep conditioning your shin and making the bone denser, like around your shin area, then you just gotta kick the heavy bag, target the heavy bag to hit here, also the foot as well. It's important that you have a strong foot, because I feel like it's also important. Sorry guys, there's a lot of mosquitoes here, but yeah, that's enough information for today. If you guys enjoyed and found this video educational, don't forget to subscribe and support my channel. Give it a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video.